Sekiro. Shadows die 10,000 million gazillion times. So we all know by now that From Software makes some pretty cool games. You guys remember this one?
Take America back! Yeah!
Ah, man, those were From's golden days. Now they just make a bunch of crappy games where you just die over and over and over. Now, Dark Souls is what I consider From's masterpiece. They took what they learned from Demon Souls and streamlined it into this open world experience that was unlike anything I had ever played before. Then Skyrim came out that same year. Man, what a year for gaming 2011 was. So anyway, then From was like, man, Dark Souls did so well, let's make a second one. And I was all for it. I was like, yeah, make that game, until I got the beta. And I was like, what's up with this weird rolling? Why can't I running backstab anymore? That was broken, but I mean, it was pretty cool at the same time. I mean, the new backstab animation was fine, I guess, but removing backstabbing in PvP almost entirely I just didn't like it personally. And combat just felt super sluggish and choppy in comparison to Dark Souls 1. That 2 wasn't really my cup of tea. Plus, all the DLC they released on top of 2 that I just didn't really care to play after finishing the main game. 2 was a meh experience. But then Dark Souls 3 comes out, and it's like, alright, I'm gonna go back to the series' roots, but I'm not gonna do anything too special with it. So 3 was fine, but I'm gonna be honest, I got bored with that one too. I couldn't bring myself to finish it. And I had at least finished Dark Souls 1 and 2. So when Sekiro got Game of the Year last year, in 2019, I was like, what? I was surprised. I was like, From Software's never gotten Game of the Year, and I mean, how is this game different from all the others? So I just knew I had to experience the game for myself. So I did. And man, I had that same feeling I got back when I was playing Dark Souls for the first time. And that's hard to get coming from me. Excuse me while I gush for a bit. Man, this new system's so awesome. Do you see that I just deflected his sword, just stabbed him in the face, and ooh, the death blows don't even get me started on the death blow animations. The bosses don't even get me started on the monkey, and ooh, you can come back in this game. Don't even get me started, because now if that boss is 1 HP and you just barely lost, all you Souls fans know what I'm talking about. Whew. There's a lot to enjoy about this game, and From actually focused on making it a single player experience, so no white phantoms to help you on your journey this time. It's just you, your sword, and your skills alone that's going to get you through the game. You can tackle any area you want in any order too, and some areas admittedly are more difficult than others. I got all the way into an area up until this boss that kept whooping me, and so I was like, yep, nope, I'm going to come back here later. And so I went, entered other areas, fought other bosses, got better at the game of course, got a few upgrades, and I just came back, whooped that old lady's butt later. That's also an extremely satisfying feeling too, finally overcoming an enemy that you've been dying to over and over again, but that's just a staple of the Souls games at this point. Still, I felt that feeling more with Sekiro than any other Souls games I've played recently. Another bonus to making the game single player was the skill trees and different skills you could learn to suit your playstyle. There were certain side quests that gave you skill trees as a reward for completing, and you could go to the stealth route or the guns blazing route depending on which skills you decided to prioritize first. I also love that stealth is a real approach to combat in this game instead of just running around like a chicken with your head cut off to get past enemies you've gotten past before but can't beat every single time because you're trying to save heals for the boss, and yeah! Let's just not talk about any of that. With Sekiro, it's not a problem. And man, we're not even going to talk about the grappling hook, just like Spider-Man. Oh man, that's a cool addition. What else? The whole posture system's really cool. Gives you 3 different ways to approach bosses. Either whittle down their health, stealth them. Yes, you can stealth bosses. Come on. Or parry your way to victory for a quick triumph, which makes a speedrun of this game super cool to watch. Man, you guys should watch a speedrun if you guys have already beaten this game. It's pretty cool to see. But I don't even want to talk about it too much because you all need to experience this game for yourselves. That's all you guys are getting from me. From, you did a good job with this game. Keep bringing me unique experiences like this, and I'll never stop playing your games. And don't let people saying the game's too hard discourage you either. I almost didn't play Sekiro because of it, but this is the most fair I've ever felt that From Software has been with its difficulty. None of the deaths felt cheap. I'm looking at you, Dark Souls 2, and your fake doorways that lead to pitfalls. Anyway, Sekiro is not like that at all. It's a better game because of it. That's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, or you're never going to beat Sekiro.